If by chance you feel like you're stuck in the mud, this little mini video is for you. Just got done teaching a Ayurveda yoga class. And in the class, we were inspired by pacifying Kapha dosha. Kapha dosha is the one that has the earth and the water element as its source. So as you know, when earth and water combine, there is mud. And mud is a truly magnificent thing. How could there be a lotus flower if it wasn't for the mud? How could we receive nourishment if it wasn't for the mud? So this murky, unclear foundation, it's really the foundation of all that's been created, of all that evolves, of all the beauty, of all that is. The key is to manage it well. It is only when kapha is in excess that we feel like we are stuck in the mud. Otherwise, as a balanced kapha dosha, we have this tremendous capacity for compassion. We are the ones that one could rely on to get the job done all the way to the end. There is tremendous capacity for unconditional love. And so how do we ensure that the kapha dosha is not going into excess, especially when the environment is conducive of more mud? And the environment could be any of the psychological challenges that we are being confronted with. It could be coming from the season itself. Late winter, things start to get really heavy. The snow starts to melt, and we get more mud. And so it's really important that at those times, we remember something that Ayurveda teaches that is fundamental to all of creation. It's a universal law. And this universal law shows us that like characteristics, qualities, increase one another. In other words, mud-like things will make you feel more muddy. Opposite qualities, characteristics, balance one another. So our practice today was very much about expansive type of postures on the mat. We started with some gentle neck and heart or shoulder openings. So through these the more subtle channels of the body, you begin to open up, experience more of the air and the ether to counter that excess earth and water. And we also moved into the area of the solar plexus to bring more heat into the body, again, to dissolve that excess earth and water. And so that through the practice, we could experience more lightness, more warmth, less stagnation, less sadness, less depression, less I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. And surely, the idea of carving out 90 minutes, or in this case, it was a 120-minute practice, that may not be very realistic for you. But what you can do is do a timer for every 55 minutes to carve out the space for 3 minutes or even 5 minutes of doing something active in the body to warm things up, to get circulation going, to even just draw those shoulders back and notice the effect that that has on your psyche, on your body. And then do it again and again. Kapha time a day is from 6 to 10. So that would be a good window of time for you to set that alarm clock for every 55 minutes to do something that is active, that is going to compel you to experience more lightness and more heat. And then in turn, those opposing qualities will re-enliven you and get you out of the mud. All right, so for whatever this is worth to you, the invitation is an experimentation, really. It's always just with curiosity. Bring your curiosity in and see how it serves you. Namaste.